Used vehicle depreciation improved moderately in October, as the month's 2.8% decline was somewhat better than the 3.5% drop recorded in September. October's performance was also the best for the month in 3 years, as prices in both 2013 and 2014 fell by a more significant 3.6%. In dollar terms, the 0.8 percentage point difference translates into a nearly $175 improvement in monthly depreciation for a $20,000 vehicle. NADA Used Car Guide's seasonally adjusted used vehicle price index inched up 0.4% to 122.5, which is more than a point higher than last year's 121.3 figure. Calendar year to date, the index is just 0.3% lower than it was over the 10-month period in 2014. As is usually the case for an October, prices were softest for compact cars, mid-size vans, large cars, and mid-size cars. Compact car prices fell by nearly 4% over the month, while mid-size van and large car prices were down 3.4% apiece. Mid-size car prices fell 2.9%. It's worth noting that while the group's losses were top of the industry, October's declines were measurably better than what occurred in both September and over the past few years. Following 5 straight months in which vehicle prices fell by an average of more than 4%, subcompact cars had something of a bounce back last month, as prices for the small car group dropped by a comparatively light 2.3%. Truck depreciation was again generally superior to that of cars. Compact utility prices were down by 2.6% in October, while mid-size and large utility prices were off 2.3% and 1.9% respectively. Large pickup depreciation lightened up from 2% from September's relatively high rate of 2.8%, while mid-size pickup prices dropped by a lesser 1.3%. Turning to luxury segments. Luxury compact and mid-size utility depreciation topped the group by reaching nearly 3% and 2.4% respectively. The month was among the worst for the two segments over the past 2 years. In a reversal from recent trends, luxury cars actually outperformed their utility counterparts. Luxury compact car and mid-size car prices fell by a combined average of 2%, while luxury car prices were down a light 0.6%. A 3 percentage point improvement over September's fall. NADA Used Car Guide's forecast for November has prices of vehicles up to 8 years old falling by 2 to 2.5% compared to October. Prices of non-luxury cars and mid-size vans are scheduled to drop by approximately 2.5%, while mainstream utility and truck losses are expected to average roughly 2%. Luxury car and utility losses are projected to be in the range of 2.5 to near 3%. Depreciation is expected to improve to 1.5 to 2% in December. If the market performs as expected, prices on an indexed full-year basis will be 0.6% lower than 2014's record high average. And now for a VW emissions update. It's been more than 6 weeks since the EPA accused Volkswagen of violating the Federal Clean Air Act by installing defeat device software on nearly 500,000 diesel-equipped vehicles sold in the U.S. To date, there is no remedy available from Volkswagen or Audi, according to www.vwdieselinfo.com, a website set up by VW to update consumers. The nameplate states, "We cannot offer a firm date now because we need to work on the remedy and review it with the government. We are proceeding as quickly as possible." Audi has a similar message on its website at www.audiusa.com/about/diesel information, which notes Audi is committed to finding a remedy as soon as possible, and they are working to develop a remedy that will meet the expectations of the government agencies. We ask for your patience as we work to get this done right. VW has offered a goodwill package as an initial gesture to compensate diesel owners for the impact the defeat devices will have on their vehicles. As far as wholesale auction performance goes, gas-powered Jetta and Passat prices for model years 2011 through 2013 have generally fallen by amounts similar to those of their respective segments. However, diesel prices pre versus post announcement are materially lower. Auction prices for model year 2012 and 2013 Jetta diesel variants have dropped 12% compared to 5% for gas derivatives and 4% for their respective segment. Passat diesel variants are down 9% for 2013 models compared to 2% for gas variants and 4% for the midsize car segment. While 2012 Passat diesels are down 14% compared to 6% for gas variants and 4% for the midsize segment. The 2011 Jetta has fared the worst, with diesel variants down by 14% and gas variants down 10%. Meanwhile, the compact car segment has only dropped by 4%. Older diesel variants from 2009 and 2010 model years have generally moved in line with segment averages. For weekly updates, please visit NADA's blog at nada.com/B2B. That's this month's market update. To download the full report, visit nada.com/B2B. Also, be sure to check out our vehicle reviews at nada.com/used car. We'll see you next time.